Gosh, gee willikers, it's been almost a year since I was last able to play TF2, and now I can play it again, and I'm just so excited to see what they've done with the game in the past year. I can't even imagine how much the game must have changed since then. I'm so excited. Meet Your Match came out. They added matchmaking mode, like competitive mode to the game and stuff, and oh gosh, golly gosh, gee, I'm so doggone excited to see what's happened to my favorite game in the past year.
Ladies and gentlemen of the internet, welcome to Deadlock.
If you want to play as a scout, wearing a Dovahkiin helmet, wielding a giant fish as a weapon, you can.
You chose to fixate on the one, and I mean one element where Overwatch loses out to TF2, and that is aesthetics. Let's not forget as well, Overwatch simply looks and runs better.
Team Deathmatch.
Team Deathmatch.
Electromagnetic pulse. Oh, God have mercy.
Okay, so maybe that was a little bit dramatic. Hello, all you fine folks out there in internet and land. My name is Sonic Shoe, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Okay, so I haven't been completely in the dark. I have been keeping up with TF2 for the past year, so it wasn't as big a surprise as, you know, me turning on a computer one day and seeing all of this stuff happen. I have followed the game kind of a bit. I just haven't been able to play it. So yeah, matchmaking mode. Okay, yeah, so Valve hyped that up for like, what, 4 years now, something stupid like that. And then it comes out and it's a mess from what I hear. I still haven't bothered playing it because I hear, you know, there's problems with hackers. The rank system doesn't really work very well. I don't know. And it's sad too, right? Because I wanted to make a video series based on that. Sort of like, if you know who the YouTuber War Owl is, he does this series on CSGO called Solo Queue to Global Elite. I wanted to do something similar with that, with TF2, where basically, you know, I just hop into competitive mode, just play by myself and see how far I can get, and commentate over it and say, you know, what I did right and what I did wrong. And so this was something I was really looking forward to. I really, you know, wanted matchmaking mode to help the game because, I mean, you know, there's been this whole thing in the community, is TF2 dying, is TF2 dying, everyone's been saying it. Not exactly. That's the thing. So, TF2 isn't in a good place right now. I don't think that's a secret. But I wouldn't say it's dying. TF2, I mean, the game's been around for 9 freaking years, right? It just celebrated its 9th birthday. This is a game with a nearly infinite skill ceiling. The people who have been playing this game have thousands of hours in it. And they haven't gotten bored yet. They're still playing, and they're still probably going to be playing for another couple thousand hours. This is a game with probably the most dedicated fan base out of like any first-person shooter possibly ever. So as far as like, is the community dying? No. This game is a game that's always going to have a player base. As long as the servers are running, there will be people playing this game. Now that being said, I do think that there is a very real issue of Valve's passion for the game dying. So like, yeah, these updates, they clearly don't play their own game. I'm not the first to say it. I probably won't be the last. But yeah, Valve is clearly very out of touch with their own community, and they have no idea what we want. Like the Meet Your Match update. Casual mode. What was that? Who asked for this? Okay? Like, I don't mind casual mode. I think it actually works fine. Or at least it does now that they've fixed all the issues with it. But, like, that's the point. What... The implementation was just so poorly thought out and so poorly planned. Like, they got rid of the ability to select which map you wanted to play on, even what game mode you wanted to play. Like, that's been in the game for 9 years, and they took it out. Why? Like, how out of touch do you have to be with your community to know that that's going to annoy people if you take a feature that's been in the game since it was released, mind you? This has been in since day one. They took it out. No explanation given. No one asked the community. It wasn't like they put a post on Reddit or anything, because there is a TF2 subreddit. They have a way to directly communicate with the TF2 community. Heck, even the forums. There was no, like, you know, they could have put it on the blog. They have a million ways to communicate with their community, and they just aren't doing it. They don't care. Valve does not care about this game. And so I'm going to say something that a bunch of other people have said. I've heard, you know, Raja/Stapler say it. Uncle Dane has said it. I'm not the first. Again, I'm probably not going to be the last. They really should just outsource the game to either a handful of the community, you know, find some members of the community, some modders, programmers, whatever, because a lot of people put a lot of hard effort into this game besides just Valve already. They should find some people, vet them, make sure that they're not, you know, nut jobs or something because, you know, random people on the internet, but make sure that they're, you know, stable individuals who are going to be able to work on this game for them, and then let them do it, because there's clearly, like, thousands of people, literally thousands of people, who care about this game a lot more than Valve does. And a lot of them are good at coding, or good at map design, are good at making weapon skins, are good at a lot of things that Valve just does not care about anymore. So why not have them do it for them? Why not just pay someone? They're making a ton of money off this game still, off the community marketplace and off of, you know, crates and everything. People put a lot of money into this game still. A 9-year-old game, like I said. This game has a very devoted fan base. And like I said, a lot of the fan base is very talented and could easily run this game for them. So why not just hire some members of the community to do it for them? Or, you know, I've heard people say that they should outsource it to a different company. Uncle Dane thinks that it would be good if they outsourced it to Hidden Path, since they've already done a fairly decent job with CSGO. They've made some questionable decisions. Alright, excuse me. But, or he even suggested Bad Robot, because they made Pastime, which was kind of weird, since that's J.J. Abrams' film company, but whatever. The point is, someone besides Valve probably should be working on this game, because Valve clearly does not care. Now to the second point of this video. MatPat. Yeah. I'm not even going to talk about the fact that that video was one of the cringiest things that I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not going to talk about the fact that he got every single piece of information in the video wrong. Well, actually I am, but I'm going to address something different. So this is something that's come up a couple of times. People have accused him of deleting comments. Now, I don't think that's against, like, the YouTube community guidelines or anything like that. It's not illegal. It's a questionable morality, but he couldn't necessarily get in trouble for deleting YouTube comments. Like, he shouldn't do it, obviously, but, you know, that's not going to get him in trouble. Now, he adamantly denies that he's done that. Here's the issue with this whole thing, that I'm just going to talk to MatPat. I know he probably won't ever see this video, but I'm going to say it as if he's going to watch it. MatPat, you have proven that you are a man of zero integrity. Okay? I don't care whether or not you actually have been deleting the comments. I don't care if you're telling the truth or not. If you know, because he made this claim that he said, you know, I respect your freedom of speech, whatever. I want you guys to be having this discussion. I don't care. I don't care. You know, I don't care about your motives. I care about your character. You have proven to the entire TF2 community, the entire Overwatch community, you are not a man of integrity. You do not care about presenting the truth. Why should anyone ever believe another word that comes out of your mouth ever again? You blatantly lied about both these games. We know you lied. You actively cropped out vital information from photos of it. You know, there was that picture where he crops out the healing section in TF2 to say, oh, this game focuses on KD ratios and healers never get any points. Blatantly false. That's... TF2 was like, I think probably the first game to actually like implement a score system for healing like that. Other games have taken that from TF2. Overwatch took that from TF2. And I have to get this out of the way too. I don't hate Overwatch or anything like that. I haven't played it yet. I actually want to play it. It looks like a pretty cool game. This whole thing that he tried to start of Overwatch versus TF2, it's not a thing. You can play both games. You can play both games and enjoy both games for different reasons because they're different games. But anyway, my whole point is, like, no one should ever take MatPat seriously ever again after this. And just addressing MatPat again real quick, like, look, dude, I get it. You're an entertainer. You're not here to inform or educate. And you know, that's just, you do that as, like, a way of entertainment. You're not trying to, like, actually present information to people. You're trying to make, you know, give people a real quick laugh, even though your humor's not funny, and make a quick buck. I get it. But, like, here's the thing. You have an obligation, because you have, like, millions of people who watch your videos, and you're giving them their first impression of these games. They deserve better than what you're giving them. They deserve to understand what these games are. And you have an obligation to them to make sure that you fact-check yourself, and that what you put in these videos is probably going to be these people's first impression of a product. You should actually take that seriously and make sure that you know what you're talking about beforehand and actually care. Moving on to my next point. This is where things get interesting, okay? Valve and Blizzard could sue him for libel. He blatantly misrepresented both their games. He said they included features that they do not include. He said they do not include features that they both definitely include. He blatantly lied about both these games. Now that alone is already enough reason for both Blizzard and Valve to take him to court. They could sue him for that. And if they were able to prove that him lying about their game caused any kind of, like, monetary loss to them, if it caused people to not want to play their game due to him intentionally misrepresenting their product, like I said, libel, they could win a lot of money from him if they prove that he caused them any lost revenue. And it wouldn't really be that hard to prove. All they'd have to do is go to his own comment section on that video and show the court some of the comments of, like, people saying, oh, TF2 looks so bad, I'm glad I only play Overwatch, or Overwatch looks terrible, I'm glad I didn't buy it, TF2 is a much better game. And boom, that's their case. And frankly, he deserves it. I kind of hope that this happens, because he did something that, you know, he shouldn't have done, and he did a disservice to both TF2 and Overwatch's community and the YouTube community in general. He misled millions of people with just blatant, random, false lies that he came up with off the top of his head. And, you know, the internet deserves better than that. So, I kind of hope he gets what's coming to him. So I think that's going to wrap it up for the bulk of this video. Just a few brief notes. Since this is probably the first video that most of you are seeing of me, this isn't my first time making videos. I did make videos on another channel previously, but they're really low quality. They were fun, somewhat funny, but not particularly proud of them. They're just kind of mediocre. Not that this is any better, but I decided it would just be easier if I made stuff on this channel, since this is the, you know, what I usually use YouTube for, rather than having a second login. So I'm going to try and get into posting videos a little more regularly. For those of you who are from the old channel, there's only like 28 subscribers over there, but I'm going to try and start posting over here fairly regularly. Gonna try and aim for maybe 1 video, 2 videos a week on average. Things have changed in my life a bit recently. I got a new laptop and I have a bit more free time, so I should be able to actually record and edit and commentate and do all that stuff on a regular basis now. So I'm gonna try and start working on this a bit more, just sort of as a creative outlet and everything. And I think my first couple of videos after this one are going to be more or less soldier tips and tricks for newer players. Since I am a soldier main, it's a class I have the best understanding with. I'm not great, but more or less I'd summarize it as I know everything you're supposed to do, even if I'm not always capable of doing it. So I should be able to help especially newer players start to get into the swing of things and start to understand how to think about the game and little things you can do to help get used to this awesome class that has brought me quite a bit of fun throughout my TF2 career. So yeah, I'm hoping to share a bit of that with you guys. So if you do like the video, then go ahead and hit that like button down there. If you want to see more from me, feel free to hit subscribe. And if you really enjoyed the video, or you know anyone else that you think might like this kind of content, then by all means, please do go ahead and share it with them. As you can tell, I am quite a small channel, just starting out. And, you know, every watch helps, every little view, every subscriber, every little bit of that, and every piece of feedback as well. You know, comments are appreciated, whether it's positive feedback or constructive criticism. I do want to hear from you guys, so I look forward to that. Look forward to making some more videos for you, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you later.